I don't know about y'all, but I know about me, right? Life is not going to always make the most of sense. No matter how much conclusion we try to put into a situation, when we try to add our own conclusion, that's where we create our own confusion. You know, a lot of times in life, we really can be misread with our own understanding on decision making with life, feeling like what's the best next direction to go. When a lot of times we have to remind ourselves, God already set the best next way to go. All we have to do is just continue to call on him, rely on him, and depend on him, and he will direct us in our own redirection. And our own redirection of placement, statement, environment, and our own livelihood. The enemy is always on the rise of how to bring down God's people, how to tear down God's plan, how to bring God's people down in position with their hope and strength and concentration, how to manufacture in God's kingdom and continue to seek him, rely on him, and depend on him, turn to him, especially in times of need and times of succeed. So that's when we have to tune out the back noise and bring in the higher noise from the highest power of all powers, the Lord Almighty. That takes me back to what even Jesus spoke on, having faith the size of a mustard seed. And that's true fact. In order to succeed, you have to have faith the size of a mustard seed in order to succeed in life. And once you really get in tune with that, you can tune out everything else that the enemy is trying to whisper in, which is doubt, which is worry, which is panicking, which is mannequin. The enemy always wants you to feel stuck, lost like a deer in headlights, standing in the middle of the road, act like you can't move, don't know which way to go, to the left, to the right, in the ditch, just stare at you like you don't know which way to go. Cause they don't know which way to go. I see why deers be, sometimes they get lost in the road. Like a lot of times we are like lost deer, my dear. We can get so lost in life and don't know which way to go. But the enemy wants you stuck like Chuck. And it take me back to how much could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. The enemy know what's good. You don't have to figure out the next route. You don't have to put it all on you to know what to do, because God literally supports us in every floorway and doorway of our life. When life is literally feeling like it's not making sense, go with that. That's when God is doing the most work on you, for you. And it's okay if you feel a little unsure. It's okay if you feel a little afraid. It's okay if you feel a little hesitant or unpleasant about it. God needs for you to feel uncomfortable so he can get you comfortable within his doing, within his creation, within his mission, within his vision. And I guarantee you, you don't need no trust back. Once you go into agreement with the Father, you will have all your surety that you need, your clarity that you need, everything that seems to have been unbalanced, unclear. He will fill in and put in every single thing that you need, every single essential that you need in order to keep fulfilling his purpose and your destiny within your lifetime. The enemy may want you to feel like your faith within God is growing small, but all along, God is trying to show you just how much your faith within him is growing tall. There's no need to shrink any type of hope, any type of alignment within God's promises and his spoken words, because he is a man that keeps it all. Once you keep taking risk with heaven instead of taking risk with hell, everything about your life and your future will continue to always prevail. Long as you stay on board with the Lord, everything that you got going on in life, it gonna work out for you. Cause you walk with the way maker, the earth maker. Ain't no way, there's no way for you when you got God supporting you. Listen to God and decline the fraud. Cause the enemy is a fraud. So listen to God. He always gonna tell you something good that you need to hear. The enemy gonna always tell you what you need to fear. And Choco chose out the door.